Today we are playing Undead Quest. This is an App Lab game that releases October 26th, so it'll be out by the time this video is released. It costs $8.99 US, and it's an action adventure rogue-lite game. It's quite a unique game, as you'll see a bit later on as I play some of it. I've already played some of it already. I'm up to part 2 in the story mode, and we'll cover that a bit later. But first, just like to point out this really nice menu area. It's kind of like a medieval castle library setting, and it's really quite cool. I jump into settings. There's not much to see here. We've got sound effects and music, and then we go into character. Now you can create your own character. I've spelt VR RevJuice, which I don't know if I can correct that now, but you can see you can add different players, so you can have different people on the same headset playing this game with their own character. Now these abilities, these are permanent abilities. You get these in the game by earning mana points. Now I think these points down here are showing the cost of each ability, and these are mana points that you collect during the game. As you can see, I've already got one of them, max health, so it increases my max health by 10%. And obviously there's 4 upgrades you can use. Once you get to 4, you max that out and you have to start on another one. Each of these help you out. Increase your luck, the chance to get better items out of a chest, for example, or add more slots for artifacts, something I'll show you a bit later. The only one it doesn't is curse, which actually makes things more challenging, more difficult, makes enemies faster and harder to hit. And like I say, they cost mana points, which I'll show you in the game when I collect some, what those actually are. Let's go back. So that's the character creation screen. We also have the Undead catalog. It's like a bestiary that shows you all the different monsters you encounter. This is the basic grunt of the game, Bonehead Bob. And I love the fact they've got their own backstory. So this one, this scatterbrain skeleton, is a master of distraction, often getting caught up in his own nasal excavation adventures or itchy cranial conundrums. He's a fan of self-discovery, is our Bob. This sack of bones may not look like much, but let your guard down and he'll teach you a lesson about strength in numbers. So they're not much to deal with, but in numbers they can be quite lethal. Turn the page. We have shielded enemies. I've encountered these archers and these armored bones as well as this zombie cow. So there are actually 16 different types of enemies. There's quite a variety in this game. I haven't seen them all, but I've seen probably about a third of them so far. Now we have the adventure, which I'll check out a bit later, but first let's go into artifacts. Now artifacts are things that you collect during the game as well, and they can give you certain bonuses and you can collect a full set. So this spell stick is part of the Grumpy Wizard set, and it gives me, as you can see down the bottom there, Mana Lust. They have their own little backstories, which is great. Now Mana Lust, I'm not sure exactly what that means. I assume that it has something to do with increasing the amount of mana I receive from my enemies. And Skelly Toes is part of the skeleton set, so I don't know if you get a particular bonus as well if you get a full set of the same matching artifacts, but they are the artifacts and you'll find them throughout the game. They're quite rare, you don't come by them often. And then finally we have the knowledge trees here. We have wisdom, sorcery, alchemy and marksmanship. Depending on which upgrade tree you're looking at will give you different skills and abilities. So if we look at wisdom, for example, we can choose the wise owl upgrade. It gives you 15% more XP each level. Or go into marksmanship, which is more about attacking. So check out snowball, gives a chance to freeze an enemy when the orb hits him with a freeze probability of 30%. Now you don't actually start with any of these upgrades when you start the game. Much like any roguelike, you earn them as you go through the game. As you collect points, you can then upgrade, and then you go down these upgrade trees. So if I choose snowball, for example, and I upgrade again, then I can go on to choose chain lightning. And as I choose these, I unlock more in this knowledge base. So for example, I haven't reached this upgrade yet, but I can do so in the game as I kind of go through the different upgrades and get more and more powerful. So that's the different upgrades. There's plenty of upgrades and skills to earn and unlock, and I'll show you those as we go through the game. So that's pretty much it. There's nothing else apart from the exit back there. Let's dive into the game. We have 2 different parts of the game, if you like. We have a survival mode that unlocks when you complete each part. Now there are 17 are unique stages, and those stages are divided by different parts. So I've done part 1. I'm going to jump into part 2 now and show you a bit of that. There is a bit of a story to this game as well. We start part 2 with old Bessie here. Now, I'll show you how it works. Let's get the my ball up and running. So there is the ball that we use to hit the enemies, and you can see my hand controls the ball. Then we have this kind of lightsaber bat. Now, I don't think Bessie will attack me until I attack her, so it gives me a bit of chance to explain some of these things. The environments in this game are absolutely gorgeous and quite varied too. That's the one thing I really do love about this game, is the environments. One of my favourite things, actually. Have my health bar down here. Uh-oh, Bessie's coming. She's not going to wait. And she just run into me, and you can see my health bar just went down. Okay. So she's not going to wait for me. Up here we have our mana points and regular points. Not sure exactly what that is just yet, but we will see if we can uncover what that is as we go through the game. Now, you got to line up your shot with this hand, whack with the bat, and then hopefully hit the enemy. Now Bessie's going to charge me. I'm going to do my best to dodge. It is hard with the green screen behind me, and I've got a few things to my left and right, so I can't dodge as well as I would hope. So let's hopefully, I think I have to take 2 more hits. I'm probably dead. Now, the further away the enemy is, the harder they are to hit, but the more points you earn. So if you do hit an enemy from further away, it seems like you do get more points to reward you for that skill. Damn. Oh, yes. Seems I can stop her from charging me if I keep hitting her. Ah, that is... Come on. Yes! Okay, so we got some upgrades. So this is what I mean. We've earned some points, and it's allowed me to earn some upgrades. So heal potion, restore 20 health. I think I will get that, but I'll show you the other ones first. This magnet attracts scores, mana, and bonuses to the orb. So instead of having to hit the score to actually get it, I think it brings them to me. And this one blocks projectiles when charged. Recharge takes 10 seconds after hit. Level up. Decreased cooldown. Let's go to the heal potion because my health is looking pretty low at the moment. And grab the health potion, you shake it, and there we go. That's done, and my health should increase there. So level complete. I've earned 500 points. Let's move on to the next one. So we've got a totally different looking level. Again, like I say, the environments are really, really good, really well done in this game. We've got enemies coming from 2 different sides, and sometimes you might get enemies up top. So I'm not sure, I haven't played this level, I'm not sure if we'll see that, but you can get enemies like archers trying to strike you from the top. And these are the normal grunts we're coming against here now. These enemies you'll see a lot of in the game. To collect those points, I will have to hit it with my ball, like that. And you can see my point counter goes up. The more points I get, the quicker I get upgrades, and the more powerful I get. Now, damn. Got you. Look, see, I got a sniper shot there because I hit him from so far away. It means I got a lot more points, and now I've got another upgrade. Thunderbolt. Orb hits nearby enemies, level ups, increase area effect. Hits enemies with freezing projectiles. The freezing one is quite good. Hits enemies with lightning. Orb hits nearby enemies. Let's do this one. Give that one a try. So now my orb is upgraded, where it does hit nearby enemies now, in addition to the one I'm aiming for. I assume that's what it said, so I've never actually used this upgrade before, but you can see we've got new enemies. We've got the shielded type. Double kill there, so it seems to be working quite well. Yes, there we go. Oh, and we got a chest. Let's see if I can get that chest. I can. Great. And there's mana. I think that is a mana point. So mana points are real valuable because they help us buy permanent upgrades for our character. So if I can get that, that's going to be really help me, I think. Now these shield guys, their shields obviously protect them. It's quite hard to get them first hit, but if you can get somehow behind their shield, you can take them out in one hit. Otherwise you do have to remove their shield first. And we have a zombie. This is the first time I'm encountering a zombie here, and he's quite far away, so I'm gonna have some trouble hitting him. Let's take out these guys first. Another thing I want to get. Okay, he's takes more than one hit. His legs come off. Oh, his arms come off. That's hilarious. Oh, I block it. Wow. So you can use your bat to block things as well. You can. Oh, exit. No, I don't want to exit. Did I pressed something there. I don't know what I pressed. You can use your bat to block things like arrows and obviously zombie arms and whatever else. So this dude, he's going to fire arrows at me, and they are real annoying. They can be really annoying, those archers. So you want to take them out quick. We've got a mana bolt there, which is great. Now I'll show you a bit later melee attack as well, which is another cool feature of this game. Ah, damn it! Come on. There we go. I want to get those points. It's so close. There we go. Skeletons are back for another round. So up the top we have our progress through the stage. So you can see we're about a quarter of the way through by now. I'll wait for those to come to me, and I'll show you the melee attack as well. So you do have a limited melee attack. So, hey, that hit me. Okay. Next time, slice it up with the staff. Okay, that's good advice. Now, see, that melee attack, it works like that, but it does disable my bat for a limited time. So you want to avoid getting into melee situations as much as possible, because you will lose eventually. So it really encourages you to hit enemies from a distance rather than melee. And there you go, I blocked an arrow there, but again it disabled my bat. Oh crap. Oh, upgrade just in time. Okay, let's have a look. We got Ice Comet. We have Blizzard. Summons a blizzard each time, increases damage. And Magnet. I'm going to choose Ice Comet. Oh, hold on, actually. I'm going to choose Blizzard. That seems quite cool. So this is a magic spell, I believe. There we go. We've got our first magic spell. These armoured ones are quite tough too, in that they take a fair few hits. Now, I'll show you magic spell. I'll show you magic spell on this guy, I think. So let me hold up my hand. I put it in the orb like this. I can target him, see the arrow above his head, and then I release. And you see the spell has things. Now, with this circle will begin to regenerate. When it reaches the full circle, I can then use the spell again. So you can't just spam your spells all the time. Seems as I'm earning points, I'm also earning, that might be mana. I'm actually not sure what that orb is. I've still got to figure that out. But I do know up here, I believe that is mana points. The purple one is mana points. The yellow one is regular points that earn me upgrades. Again, I'm not precisely sure what that is up in that top left hand corner. If you do know, do post it in the comment section below, because I have yet to figure that out. It probably said something earlier on in the game that I just missed, so it probably told you what it actually is, but yeah, I cannot remember. And he stuck up on me, this one. Wow, that was close. I was concentrating too much on this side. I think it's time for a spell. Target this guy. Nice. And it freezes them too. That's really good. That's really good. It's quite a powerful spell. Alright, another spell time, I think. Oh, that was a good one. That felt good. Oh, they're coming out the door now. This is not good. This is not good. I wish I had my spell right now. Still charging. Let's see if it... Whoa, that's close. Oh, man. Oh, upgrades. Gives you 15% more XP, attracts more mana, and blocks projectiles when charged. Okay, let's give 15% XP more level. I think that sounds like a good one. Help me upgrade, get these upgrades quicker. Now I want to cast Oh, that was close. Damn, he made me miss my shot when I spell. I think I still got some of them at least. Oh, okay. I think this might be the point where I die. Yes. So here are my stats. I've killed 1 BESSIE, 34 skeletons, 17 archers, 22 shield guys, 9 zombies, and 4 armored dudes. XP gained, mana gained, and all of the skills I used during the game, but they all now get lost. When I restart a game, I start with none of these, and I have to earn them again, just like any typical roguelite that you can think of. Let's go back after I've earned all these things, and I'll show you some of the what we can do now with those points. So if I go into character, you can see I've got 101 mana points, and I can use that, for example, to buy some health, 100 points, speed, regeneration. I just cannot do that just yet. So let's just buy speed, decreases cooldown of all skills, 5% per level. So let's buy that. Now 1 of 4. And that will stay with me permanently to my next game. No problems. Did I collect any artifacts? I did not. Yeah, to finish up, I'll show you a bit more gameplay. I'll jump into one of the earlier levels in part 1 just to show you what some of those levels look like before we wrap up the video. So that's it for this video. If you've liked it, remember to hit the thumbs up button, and you might also consider subscribing. Thanks for watching all the way to the end, and I hope to catch you in the next one.